you have tinnitus for less than 7 days and are also experiencing high fever and headaches, if your tinnitus is that reason and you're also feeling sick, go to the doctor immediately. I'm serious. You might be dealing with meningitis, which, and there's no delicate way to put it, is a lethal condition unless treated urgently. Now, my next question is for those with long-term tinnitus, just like me. Do you have tinnitus for more than 7 days? If yes, it's crucial you know what happened to me so you don't make the same painful mistakes and get directly to the incredible method I've discovered. Because you're dealing with chronic tinnitus, and even though doctors know it's a symptom, they have no clue what exactly causes it. That's why they'll have you undergo a lot of useless and expensive analysis, just like the top-notch doctor did with me. I underwent blood tests, peed in a jar, had my neck checked, my jaw, my pulse, and pretty much had all my internal organs scanned. It felt like looking for a needle in a haystack. I was a lab rat, waiting in every hallway of the hospital, hoping they would find what's wrong with me so I could finally go home. But they found nothing physically wrong with me, or so they believed. Because inside my brain, at that very moment, something was dead wrong. Back then, the doctor just shrugged his shoulders and prescribes me some anti-stress pills, claiming I should be grateful my lab tests are good, considering my age. It was clear he expected me to stop asking questions that he was incapable of answering. I was dumbfounded and incredibly frustrated. How could one of the best doctors leave me like this? Especially after telling me my ringing was hiding something worse. And if I was so healthy, where in the world did my tinnitus come from? I started reading everything I could find on forums and discovered many folks believing tinnitus is caused by exposure to loud noises, but that wasn't my case, as I worked in a library, one of the quietest places on earth. I was completely puzzled. The ringing and whooshing in my head just became something I learned to live with. I just thought the older you get, the worse your health becomes, right? But years passed by, and by the time I reached 50 years, the ringing in my ears went from pretty annoying to powerful drill annoying. Sometimes I even heard 3 different sounds, all at the same time. There was a low buzzing sound and the sensation of blood pumping through my veins too. Plus, my nerves were so burned out that I once yelled at my wife for opening a plastic bag of rice near me. And not only was that loud enough noise to put me to the ground, but there was something else happening, both bizarre and frightening. It was like my mind was deteriorating. My memory began to slip. I found myself in the middle of a room without knowing what I'm doing there. I wasn't able to focus or carry a conversation for more than 5 minutes. Trying to read was a chore because I just couldn't understand very long sentences anymore. And once, I forgot the way to the local supermarket. You can imagine I was scared like a child. Seeing everything I was going through, my wife, Clara, begged me to see a doctor again. She firmly believed that medicine had evolved since my last doctor's visit and that there were new ways to stop the debilitating roaring inside my head. So, the money we had put aside to visit Europe after retiring, we spent it all on visiting more doctors, therapists, alternative medicine experts, and even psychiatrists. I was so desperate I tried everything. And before telling you the one method that worked, I can tell you about the ones that absolutely did not work for me. Hearing aids to mask the sounds inside your head, they're expensive and annoying to wear in your ears. Antidepressant medication and sleep drugs to calm the anxiety kicked at my tinnitus, which didn't get to the root of the problem, just zones you out. Herbal medicines, acupuncture, meditation, fine for overall calming effect, but they cost a lot of money and don't promise anything near a cure. And sound therapies, which may distract you for a little bit, but don't stand a chance in bringing you the much desired relief. The fact that nothing and no one could help me filled me with anguish. And I've been tormented by tinnitus for over 7 years, and I knew I wouldn't be able to endure it for much longer.